A powerful explosion shook El Segundo, California, triggering a massive fire at the Chevron oil refinery. This 14-minute video captures the full timeline of the incident, the moment a fireball reignited, and residents' deep concerns about air pollution. A major fire engulfed the Chevron oil refinery in El Segundo, Los Angeles, following a significant explosion. The incident quickly became headline news due to its scale and location. The incident began with an explosion around 9 p.m. local time. The force of the blast was so strong that residents in the surrounding areas, including Manhattan Beach, initially mistook it for an earthquake. The shockwave was even felt at a gym less than half a mile away, where a witness recounted having to evacuate because the blast shook the entire room. Though the fire briefly seemed to be under control, around 10:45 p.m., it suddenly reignited and flared up with alarming intensity. The view from the air showed an extremely large blaze, described as a really intense fireball. Firefighters employed high-pressure lines from approximately 150 feet away to cool the area. However, given that the facility contains vast amounts of fuel, including gasoline and jet fuels, officials acknowledged that the fire might need to burn itself out over a prolonged period. One of the most immediate concerns was the impact on air quality. The fire generated an ominous, dense black plume of smoke that spread over the LA Basin. This dark smoke carries hydrocarbons and potentially other hazardous materials. Early on, a witness reported difficulty breathing due to the spreading fumes, although a reporter later noted that the immediate strong smell seemed to dissipate in some areas. Despite the intensity of the blaze, local emergency management authorities, including the governor's office, issued advisories stating there was no public danger and no public evacuation orders were necessary. They did, however, urge residents to stay vigilant. The no evacuation decision appears consistent with the understanding that containment and letting the fire fully consume its fuel may be the safest route for this specific type of refinery fire. On the ground, major intersections like Sepulveda and Rosecrans were partially shut down to give emergency personnel room to operate. Despite official warnings, citizens were seen pulling over and climbing on top of cars to film the spectacular fire, prompting reminders from officials to avoid the area and stay out of the way of first responders.